As I've been teaching the thinking process over the last several years, since I incorporated the goal tree as the first step in the process, I've noticed a change in the perception of the general audience to the thinking process, or in at least the behavior. I don't know about the perception. It used to be that people would come into the course eager to learn how to do a current reality tree because they knew that that was the key to solving their problem, was drilling down to a critical root cause. But over the course of the years, I have found that people who have, not only the ones who have been through the course, but others who I don't know whether they've ever been through the course or not, have emphasized the goal tree. And I hear more talk about the goal tree now than I do about the rest of the thinking process.
Okay.
Part of the reason is because those people who are talking about it like that never choose to go any further. They like the goal tree, they continue with it, and they don't see a need to go through the rest of the process, including, of course, the current reality tree. I can certainly understand this. I know that when I was involved in the presentation of a problem solution to a major accounting firm, the CEO of the accounting firm looked at his goal tree, which we had constructed for them, and he said, "I've been looking for this for 25 years. So people have come to like and gravitate toward the goal tree, and less so the current reality tree. And I've really wondered why that is. I don't have a definitive answer for it.
What would you suggest? What do you have some ideas for why that?
Well, the only thing that I can think of is the goal tree looks at the future. It looks at where you're supposed to be going. And the current reality tree is about the mud hole that you're wallowing in right now. And that's a hell of a lot less fun to deal with than planning your dream for the future. So that's a big thing there. But the fact of the matter is, as Will Rogers said, plans get you into things, but you have to work your way out. And the first step in that is figuring out what exactly is our problem? What do we need to do about it? That process can tend to be a little messy. It's very necessary.
Now, what I've found is basically that even though the current reality tree is, of course, the tool that we use to identify the most important problems and their roots, just the process of constructing the goal tree is very often very revealing to people. So they basically understand the situation they're in, the context and everything much better after they've done the goal tree. And in many cases, of course, especially if you're talking about projects, you're talking about entrepreneurs, people setting up new companies and so on, there isn't any current reality tree, any current reality. So then the goal tree becomes the key focus, basically, to construct a strategy. And that's actually another thing with the goal tree, that you can use it as a tool to really develop your strategy. And perhaps strategy development is often more important for people, or more interesting for people than looking at and trying to figure out the root causes and undesirable effects.
I would say that it looks to be it certainly is more important for a company that is just starting up because they don't have any current reality. I think it is maybe a little bit disingenuous for people to gravitate toward it in an existing company that's in trouble for no other reason than you can talk about where you're going all day, but at some point you have to start the first step in the journey of fixing the problem and getting out of there. And eventually that's got to be the current reality tree, or something equivalent to finding out what the root cause is.
But it would be interesting to understand a little bit better why, and you of course have been doing this for a very long time, so you have the comparison back in time. And if you're seeing the interest in the goal tree growing, but the interest in the current reality tree perhaps declining, is that possibly an indication of something else that we might think that can be seeing now, is which is that companies are gravitating away from actually understanding why they exist, and what their purpose is, and so on. With all the complications that we see, and all those things that interfere with actually the core goal of a company, which is to make money for the shareholders.
If it's a for-profit company, yeah.
If it's a for-profit company, of course, yeah.
Okay, well, very interesting.
Mm-hmm.